Welcome to Berlin, the capital of Germany, and a city that has undergone immense transformation over the past century. Today, we'll take you on a tour of Berlin's most popular tourist hotspots. The Brandenburg Gate is a renowned neoclassical monument, constructed in the late 18th century. It has become an enduring symbol of the city and Germany as a whole. The gate was initially commissioned by King Frederick William II of Prussia as a grand entrance to the city of Berlin. Inspired by the Propylaea in Athens, it features 12 Doric columns and a magnificent quadriga atop, representing the goddess of victory driving a chariot pulled by 4 horses. Throughout history, the Brandenburg Gate has witnessed significant events. During the Cold War, it stood as a powerful symbol of the division between East and West Berlin. However, following the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989, it became an emblem of the city's reunification and the unification of Germany. It is an iconic landmark that symbolizes both the city's past and its future, captivating visitors from around the world. The Victory Column is an iconic monument in Berlin. It is located in the middle of Tiergarten Park and symbolizes victory and national pride. The history of the Victory Column dates back to the 19th century, when it was originally erected to commemorate Prussia's military victories. It was designed by Heinrich Strack and completed in 1873. Originally situated in front of the Reichstag Building, the column was moved to its current location in the Tiergarten in 1938. The relocation was part of the Nazi government's plan to reshape the cityscape for propaganda purposes. The Victory Column is around 67 meters, 220 feet, and is adorned with a gilded statue of Victoria, the goddess of victory. Visitors can climb the spiral staircase inside the monument to reach an observation deck, offering panoramic views of Berlin. The Reichstag Building is a historic parliamentary building. The Reichstag Building is an iconic building, home to the German Bundestag, the country's federal parliament. Its history dates back to the late 19th century when it was constructed to house the imperial diet of the German Empire. The building witnessed key historical moments, including the proclamation of the German Republic in 1918 and the rise of the Nazi regime in the 1930s. In 1933, a fire broke out in the Reichstag, which was later used as a pretext by the Nazis to consolidate their power. During World War II, the building suffered significant damage from bombings. After the war, the Reichstag fell within the Soviet sector of Berlin and was left in a state of disrepair during the division of the city. Following the reunification of Germany in 1990, plans were made to restore and renovate the building. In 1999, a modern glass dome was added to the Reichstag as part of a redesign by British architect Sir Norman Foster. This transparent dome serves as a symbol of openness and transparency and offers visitors panoramic views of Berlin. Today, the Reichstag building serves as the seat of the German Bundestag, the country's federal parliament. It is open to the public, allowing visitors to explore its historical significance, learn about German politics, and even attend parliamentary sessions. The Berlin Wall was a barrier that divided the city of Berlin from 1961 to 1989. It was built by the German Democratic Republic, East Germany, to prevent its citizens from fleeing to West Berlin, which was under the control of the democratic Western powers. The construction of the Berlin Wall began on August 13, 1961. It consisted of concrete walls, barbed wire fences, guard towers, and other security measures. The wall stretched for approximately 155 kilometers, 96 miles, and completely encircled West Berlin. The wall became a potent symbol of the Cold War and the division between the communist East and the capitalist West. It stood as a physical and ideological barrier, separating families, friends, and communities. Countless attempts were made to escape over or under the wall, and tragically, many people lost their lives in the process. The fall of the Berlin Wall on November 9, 1989, marked a pivotal moment in history. The peaceful protests and the changing political landscape led to the opening of border crossings and the eventual reunification of Germany. Today, remnants of the Berlin Wall serve as poignant reminders of the city's tumultuous past. The East Side Gallery, a section of the wall covered in colorful murals, stands as an open-air gallery and a tribute to freedom and artistic expression. Checkpoint Charlie was one of the most famous border crossing points between East and West Berlin during the Cold War. It was located on Friedrichstrasse and served as a gateway between Soviet-controlled East Berlin and American-controlled West Berlin. Checkpoint Charlie became a symbol of the tense division between the Communist East and the capitalist West. It was the site of numerous standoffs and diplomatic incidents during the Cold War. The checkpoint consisted of a small wooden guardhouse and a checkpoint barrier. Visitors passing through Checkpoint Charlie had to show identification and go through rigorous checks. It was a heavily fortified border crossing with strict control over the movement of people between the two sides. After the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 and the subsequent reunification of Germany, Checkpoint Charlie lost its significance as a border crossing. Today, a replica guardhouse stands at the site, and it has become a popular tourist attraction and a symbol of Berlin's history. The Holocaust Memorial, officially known as the Memorial to the Murdered Jews of Europe, is a solemn and powerful tribute to the victims of the Holocaust. It was inaugurated in Berlin on May 10, 2005. The memorial consists of 2,711 concrete slabs of varying heights arranged on a grid-like field. As visitors walk through the monument, the ground beneath their feet slopes, creating an unsettling and disorienting atmosphere. The design by architect Peter Eisenman aims to evoke a sense of unease, isolation, and contemplation. It symbolizes the enormity and scale of the tragedy during the Holocaust, where 6 million Jews were systematically persecuted and murdered by the Nazis. The Memorial to the Murdered Jews of Europe serves as a reminder of the darkest chapter in human history. It is a testament to the importance of remembrance and combating prejudice and hatred. Adjacent to the memorial is an underground information center, the Place of Information, which provides visitors with historical context, personal stories, and educational resources about the Holocaust. The Holocaust Memorial stands as a powerful symbol of remembrance and a tribute to the victims of the Holocaust. Museum Island is a UNESCO World Heritage Site located in the heart of Berlin. It is an island on the Spree River that houses a unique ensemble of 5 world-renowned museums. The history of Museum Island dates back to the 19th century, when King Frederick William IV of Prussia envisioned creating a cultural and educational complex in the heart of the city. The 5 museums on Museum Island are the Old Museum, New Museum, Old National Gallery, the Bode Museum, and the Pergamon Museum. Each museum showcases a vast collection of art, archaeology, and cultural artifacts from various periods and civilizations. Throughout history, the buildings on Museum Island have faced damage and destruction during World War II and the subsequent division of Berlin. However, extensive restoration efforts have preserved their architectural beauty and historical significance. Today, Museum Island stands as a cultural hub and a treasure trove of art and history. It attracts visitors from around the world who come to admire its architectural splendor and explore the remarkable collections within. The Pergamon Museum is one of the most prominent museums located on Berlin's Museum Island. It is renowned for its vast collection of ancient artifacts and architectural reconstructions. The history of the Pergamon Museum dates back to the early 20th century, when it was built to house the extraordinary collection of antiquities acquired during German excavations in the Near East. Its name comes from the impressive Pergamon altar, one of its most famous exhibits. The museum showcases artifacts from various ancient civilizations, including the monumental Gate of Ishtar from Babylon, the Market Gate of Miletus, and the Mashada facade. These exhibits are not just static objects, but have been painstakingly reconstructed to provide visitors with a sense of their original grandeur. Today, the Pergamon Museum continues to captivate visitors with its awe-inspiring collection, transporting them back in time to ancient civilizations. It offers a unique opportunity to explore the art, architecture, and cultural heritage of the ancient world. The Berlin Cathedral, also known as the Berliner Dom, is a magnificent cathedral located in the heart of Berlin. It is one of the city's most prominent landmarks and a significant religious and cultural site. The history of the Berlin Cathedral dates back to the late 19th century, when construction began under the reign of Kaiser Wilhelm II. Designed in a neo-Renaissance and neo-Baroque style, the cathedral was completed in 1905. The Berlin Cathedral is renowned for its stunning architecture, featuring a majestic dome, intricate detailing, and a prominent facade. Its interior boasts impressive stained glass windows, intricate mosaics, and a grand organ. Throughout its history, the Berlin Cathedral has witnessed significant events. It suffered extensive damage during World War II, but was later restored and reopened to the public. Today, the Berlin Cathedral serves as a place of worship, hosting regular church services and religious ceremonies. It also houses the Hohenzollern Crypt, where members of the former royal family are buried, and offers visitors the opportunity to climb to the top of the dome for breathtaking views of the city. Alexanderplatz is a bustling public square and transport hub located in the heart of Berlin. It has a rich history and is known for its vibrant atmosphere and iconic landmarks. The history of Alexanderplatz dates back to the 13th century when it served as a cattle market. Over time, it evolved into the city's central commercial and social hub. During the Cold War, Alexanderplatz was located in East Berlin and became a showcase of socialist architecture and urban planning. Many of the buildings constructed during that period, such as the TV Tower and the World Clock, still stand today and have become symbols of the square. Alexanderplatz is home to a variety of attractions, including large department stores, shopping malls, and a wide range of shops, restaurants, and cafes. It is also a transportation hub with several subway, tram, and bus routes converging at the square. The square has witnessed important historical events, such as political demonstrations during the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989. It continues to be a gathering place for locals and tourists alike, hosting events, markets, and festivals throughout the year. The Gendarmenmarkt is a picturesque square located in the center of Berlin. It is renowned for its architectural beauty and serves as a hub for cultural and social activities. The history of the Gendarmenmarkt dates back to the 17th century, when it was originally called Lindenmarkt. It was later renamed Gendarmenmarkt in the 18th century, in honor of the gendarme regiment that was stationed there. The square is dominated by three magnificent buildings: the French Cathedral, the German Cathedral, and the Concert Hall. These architectural gems lend grandeur to the square and create a harmonious and balanced ensemble. The Gendarmenmarkt has played a significant role in Berlin's cultural life. The Concert Hall, known as the Konzerthaus, hosts classical music concerts and performances. The square is also a popular venue for festivals, Christmas markets, and open-air events throughout the year. The Kurfürstendamm, often referred to as Kudamm, is a renowned boulevard in Berlin. It is one of the city's major shopping and entertainment districts, known for its upscale boutiques, department stores, restaurants, and theaters. The history of the Kurfürstendamm dates back to the late 19th century, when it was developed as a prestigious residential and commercial street. It quickly gained popularity and became a symbol of Berlin's glamorous and vibrant lifestyle. During the 1920s and 1930s, the Kurfürstendamm flourished as a center of culture and entertainment. It was a bustling hub for artists, intellectuals, and bohemian communities. However, during World War II, the boulevard suffered heavy damage. In the post-war years, the Kurfürstendamm underwent significant reconstruction and revitalization efforts. It regained its status as a vibrant shopping and entertainment destination, drawing both locals and tourists. Charlottenburg Palace is the largest palace in the city and serves as a remarkable example of Baroque and Rococo architecture. The history of Charlottenburg Palace dates back to the late 17th century, when it was commissioned by Elector Frederick III of Brandenburg as a summer residence for his wife, Sophie Charlotte. It was named after her and became a symbol of their love and devotion. Over time, the palace underwent expansions and renovations, resulting in its current grandeur. During World War II, Charlottenburg Palace suffered severe damage. Extensive restoration work was carried out in the post-war years to bring it back to its former glory. Today, the palace stands as a magnificent cultural and historical landmark. It showcases opulent rooms, exquisite decorations, and impressive collections of art and antiques. Visitors can explore the lavish state apartments, admire the stunning gardens, and visit the new wing, which houses a collection of 18th century French paintings. Charlottenburg Palace also hosts concerts, exhibitions, and cultural events, allowing visitors to immerse themselves in the rich history and artistic heritage of the palace. We hope that this tour has inspired you to visit Berlin in person one day, where you can experience the city's charm, immerse yourself in its history, and create your own unforgettable memories.